Hello and howdy, ladies and gentlemen. Root Beer here with more of the 2007 Pascal paper. We're up to question number 16. Hopefully you've given it a try. If you'd like a copy of this contest, as always, click the very first link in the description. Give 16 a try. Go back and try 15 if you want to. Go ahead and try 17. Do whatever you want, and I will have a video up for that. But right now we're going to be doing question number 16. So let's take a look. In the table, the sum of the numbers in each row, column, and diagonal is the same. What is the value of p plus q plus r plus s? So these guys are here in the corners. And I know things like the sum in a row is the same as the sum in any column. So this is sort of what we call a magic square. And it's not our goal to necessarily complete these, figure out exactly what p and q and r and s are. We just need to know what's p plus q plus r plus s. I'm sure we probably could figure out exactly what p, q, r, and s are, but do we really need to? Now they've given me a full row and a full column, so I can figure out what this common sum is. The sum of the numbers in each row, column, and diagonal is the same. I can figure out what that is, so let's copy our picture over to our notebook. And let's see what we can see. So I know P, Q, R, and S were in the corners. 16, I think, was in the middle. I think it was a 4, a 28, a 10, and a 22. Maybe? Yes? No? 4, 28? Ah, excellent. Okay. So, here's what we've got. Now I can see by adding up all the numbers in this column, 4 and 16 is 20. Plus 28, the totals are going to be 48. Okay, so now I can see from looking at this top row, and there's probably lots of ways to go about doing this. This is just the way I'm doing it. But this top row has to have the same sum. And this bottom row has to have the same sum. Oh, not 28, 48. So if I pick those out, and you can do the same sort of thing with the first and the third columns, they're going to have to add up to 48. Or if you added in one of the diagonals, I think you probably could figure out P, Q, R, and S are. But it doesn't matter right now. If we add these up, I'll get P plus... First of all, we need to write a P, not an R. P plus 4 plus Q plus R plus 28 plus S on one side, and 48 plus 48, which is 96, on the other side. Okay. Well, if I subtract off 4 and 28, which is 32, from both sides, I'll be left with P plus Q plus R plus S is 96 minus 32, or 64, and that's the answer. Okay? I have no idea what P is, or R. Don't know, but it doesn't matter. I just want to get their sum as fast as possible, and that's going to be 64, and that's going to be C. All right. But we could pretty quickly actually figure out what P, Q, R, and S are. What could we do? Well, I know P plus 4 plus Q is 48. I know P plus 16 plus S is 48. That's this main diagonal here. And using this column here, I know P plus 10 plus R is 48. So if I add these guys all up, I'll get 2 P's, and then another P, another Q, another R, another S. 4 plus 16 plus 10 is 30. And then over here, I'll get 3 times 48, which is 144. So I know P plus Q plus R is 64. And here we have 30. So this tells me 2P is 144 minus 64, so that's 80, minus 30, that's 50. So 2p is 50, p is going to be 25. And once I know that, We put a 25 in here. 25 plus 4 plus q is 48. So that's 29 plus q is 48. Q is going to be 19. 25 plus 16 plus s is 48. So s is going to have to be 7. And r, we can similarly work out. 25 plus 10 is 35. Plus r is 48. R is going to have to be 13. Okay? And you can even double check. 25 plus 19 plus 7 plus 13 is 64. So it all works out. So if we want to, we could get them all. But as I say, that is not required to do the question. Okay? We finished it a long time ago. I just, for people who wanted to double check that they got P, Q, R, and S correct, there it is. But, if you tried to figure out P, Q, R, and S, notice that it took me a while. Okay? It probably would have taken me even longer, because partially in there I used the fact that I already knew what P, Q, R, and S added up to. But the way we did it right away, just picking out that row and that other row, adding them up, I got P plus Q plus R plus S without any knowledge of P, Q, R, and S, and that was so much faster than trying to figure out each letter individually. Okay? So there's often a couple ways to do a question. So sometimes our goal is just to, or our challenge is just to figure out the fastest way to do it. Okay? But that's an answer of C. And then what question was that? That was question 16. So I will see you in the next video for question number 17.